Hi guys! So this is the very first video in the Cosplay series, and this video series is for novice cosplayers as well as cosplayers who are looking to take their cosplay to the next level. And this particular video is just some very basic advice for those of you who are looking into getting into cosplay and don't really know where to start. So, my very first and biggest piece of advice in this video is keep it simple. Keep it as simple as you possibly can because you don't want to start your cosplay adventure being miserable. And you don't want to start it frustrated, and you don't want to try to dive into the deep end of cosplay, trying to work with Warbler or trying to figure out how to um, build props without having some idea of what goes into those things. Personally, that was the biggest thing for me. I wanted to do something big, I wanted to do something awesome for my son, and I ended up biting off more than I could chew. And I will have more about that particular experience later on in the series. But for the moment, simple cosplays are very easy to accomplish when you do one of two options. You can either do what's called closet cosplay, which is where you take elements from your own wardrobe and build those up into characters that are recognizable. Um, an awesome example of this is Steven from Steven Universe. It's basically a pair of pants, a shirt, and a wig. And then you're Steven. It's very easy, it's very basic, but it'll give you an idea on whether or not you're more comfortable with your natural hair or if you're more comfortable in a wig. For me, my hair is long, so I try not to use a wig as much as possible because my hair kind of holds in the heat, and it's really awkward getting a wig to sit properly when you have a mass of hair underneath. Um, so with the closet cosplay, sometimes you can get away with things you already have in your wardrobe. Sometimes you can buy pieces that you can incorporate into your wardrobe. Um, and it's pretty cheap most of the time. So it's not only easy, it's cost effective. Now, if you don't want to dive into closet cosplay, I would say the next step to that would be getting a prefab costume from like Spirit Halloween pop-up stores or from Party City and putting your own personal spin on those costumes. Um, Recently, this past year at Emerald City Comic Con, I did a Freddy Fazbear for my son. And right there, that's the example of what it looked like before. It wasn't really anything special. It was a onesie that I could, kind of jazz up and make it into what he wanted it to look like. And then the finished product was that. You wouldn't suspect that that was a prefabricated Halloween costume that I just made some modifications to. And the costume itself was, I believe, $30. And then the modifications to it were less than 40. So, yes, it was a little bit more expensive, but he was comfortable for the most part. He enjoyed the experience, and it was just something that he had wanted to do for a while, and my skills finally kind of caught up to what he wanted to do when it came down to cosplay. So, there are going to be a lot of questions. There are going to be a lot of comments, and I understand this, and I will try to address any of those that come up. I would also love, love, love it if you guys would throw out some suggestions for future videos. There is a suggestion for incorporating LEDs into cosplay. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of experience with those things, but my significant other does. So I'm going to have to tap him and have him do one of these videos where we're discussing the different kinds of LEDs, how to incorporate them into cloth or props, and what to look for in a quality LED. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to get pretty technical the further on we get. So hopefully you can stay with me and we can go through this journey together. So until next time, let's have some fun, 'cause cosplay.